How to Talk About Your Budget is the 5th episode in the Rockrose Foundation Application Guide video series. We recommend watching all the episodes to have a full understanding of our grant application process and expectations. In this video, we will talk about how to respond to Rockrose Foundation application questions about your organization's budget. You can find links to the application and other resources mentioned in this video on our website. It's important to note that this video series is specifically designed with the Rockrose Foundation grant application in mind. While much of the information may be helpful in completing applications for other grants, you should always make sure you are aware of each individual grant's rules and expectations. A clear, researched budget is necessary for a strong application. We understand that our applicants may be newer organizations, and our budget expectations take this into consideration. The size and complexity of your project will determine exactly what your budget looks like. If you're requesting operating funds, your budget must cover the organization in its entirety. If you are requesting programming funds for a self-contained project, you may focus your budget on that project, provided you include any funds the organization is contributing in the revenue section and all staffing, services, and more provided by the organization in the expense section. The revenue or income portion of your budget will tell us what money you currently have and what money you are realistically expecting to receive in the future. Revenue should include in-kind donations, such as donated items or services, and all other grants. It is beneficial for us to see that you have other income sources because it helps show the sustainability of your program. The expenses portion of your budget should include an estimate of everything necessary for your organization or project to be successful. This includes program materials as well as overhead costs like staffing, rent, utilities, and equipment. Clearly indicate which of these expenses will be covered by the grant you are requesting. You may want to base your estimated budget on the realized revenue and expenses from your previous year. New organizations should research the cost of all expenses to develop their estimates. Remember, estimates are not guesses. Your budget should provide a clear and accurate picture of your current and expected financial situation. It should help us understand how you are using the money you raise. Most importantly, your budget will offer insight into how your organization is structured and what kind of research and planning has gone into your idea. As long as your budget is typewritten and contains the required information, you may submit in a format that is convenient for you. We prefer a spreadsheet or PDF, but can work with whatever you provide. This is an example of a proposed budget. You can find a downloadable template on our website. Yours may be organized differently or be in a different format. If you have a budget already prepared, you may simply attach that. If you do not have a current budget, you may use this guide for creating your own. Arrow 1 indicates the section where you list the funds you have already secured. This should include grants that have been received, individual donations, in-kind contributions, or earned income. Arrow 2 indicates the section where you list the funds you are hoping to receive. This should include grants you expect to receive in the future, including this one, earned income, or fundraising you have planned for the future. Arrow 3 indicates the section where you identify the expenses you plan to pay for with this Rockrose Foundation grant. Arrow 4 indicates the section where you list all the expenses related to this organization or project. Your categories may look different. Adjust them to match the revenue and expenses your organization experiences or expects to experience. You may wish to itemize larger categories, particularly if they make up a significant portion of your income or expense, or if they are particularly relevant to the grant money you are requesting. See salaries and wages on the sample. Along with your attached budget, please provide a short description of how you would specifically use Rockrose Foundation grant funds. The narrative is your opportunity to help us understand the data provided in your budget. Include anything you feel will help us better see your vision for your organization or project. In particular, we recommend you explain any unusual budget items, discuss assumptions on which the budget is based, discuss how partnerships or collaborations with other organizations may impact your budget, and discuss other funding sources. Note, Sharing information about your other grants and contributions helps us understand your sustainability and will not prevent you from receiving funding. This slide shows an example of what your narrative statement could look like. Yours may be longer or shorter and should include additional details relevant to your proposal. Please review the information you provide in your budget narrative to make sure that math is mathing. And here's one more reminder that we are more focused on how your answers bring your vision to life and show thorough planning than whether they are perfectly written. You can find a more complete discussion on how we feel about AI and our writing expectations in episode 4. In brief, we do not recommend using AI to write your narrative responses. We would much rather hear your voice coming through. While it's always a good idea to make your best effort at sounding professional, we are willing to overlook the occasional spelling or grammar mistake. If you do use AI, we recommend doing some heavy editing to make its stock answers original to you. In summary, we care more about your program and your passion than your ability to write perfectly. A complete application must include the attachment of an itemized budget, as discussed earlier in this video. Any organization that was in business the previous year must also attach a copy of the previous year's cash flow statement. This is a document showing your confirmed revenue and expenses from the previous fiscal year. And for real, friends, we do not want you to send any portion of your monthly bank statement. Never send passwords, bank account information, or any other financial access information to anyone. Be safe. If there's any further information you feel you need to share, whether it's for your budget, your program, your curriculum, or anything else, we have provided 3 additional file upload buttons. If you need to share more than 3 files, feel free to upload a zip file. We do not require any further information than requested above, but this space is available if you need it. That's the whole thing. You should now have all the information you need to submit a strong application for our grant. You can find links to the resources mentioned in this video on our website at www.rock-rose.org. Our Executive Director, Kelsey Hunt, is happy to answer questions about the Foundation and our grant application. You can reach her directly via email at kelsey@rock-rose.org. In the next video, called Submitting Your Application and Beyond, we will talk about how to put the finishing touches on your application and what to expect after you've hit submit.